Hello everybody, AFU here, also known as Atlas the Silkwing. Today we're going to do Wings of Fire NightWing description. Now, NightWings are dragons that used to live in the lost city of Night, which is found in the south side of the Sand Kingdom on the Talon Peninsula. And so, after the destruction with Darkstalker and all of that, you guys know the story, right? I will get into more of him as a dragon once we get on to Darkstalker's theme song, or Legends Darkstalker theme song. So, if you know what happened, this is going to be a spoiler warning. They did go live on the volcano after what Darkstalker did to his father, Prince Arctic. And so then, book 3 in the NightWings, it came down to Queen Glory becoming the queen of the NightWings. It used to be Queen Battlewinter, but because she got froze ice down her throat and it's like covering her body with ice, and she's gonna freeze if she doesn't stay in lava. Like, it was that bad. And so because of the volcano, it came down to them being under Queen Glory's rule, but eventually they got over the fact that their queen is a Rainwing. It didn't bother them anymore. But before, at first, the NightWings hated it. They wanted to kill her and everything. I mean, not all NightWings were awful, but most of them just didn't like her. But they've learned to appreciate themselves and what they have as dragons. So yeah, it's a big story with Princess Greatness. She did not want to be queen, but she would have been a horrible queen anyway. But Queen Battlewinter just wouldn't have survived. It would be almost impossible. I'm not gonna get into everything with Stonemover. All we know is that he's a descendant of Darkstalker. He's our second NightWing Animus, and he is Sunny's father. I don't want to get into all that history until later on. But NightWings are known to have forked black tongues and usually have black or purplish scales with silver, purple, dark green, or dark blue underscales like the Knight. And so mind readers, which if you were born under at least one full moon, then you either have the power to read minds or foretell the future. It's one of the two. If there's 2 full moons that are born under, you have both powers. If I was a NightWing, if I would rather read minds or foretell the future, I would rather read minds because I feel like that's more of a weapon. Foretelling the future it's just uncomfortable, and it's not always a happy future, and it's proven in the books. So yeah, and NightWings are also known to have more higher heat resistance. So Vengeance, not Queen Vengeance, just Vengeance, he got thrown in lava because the queen ordered her guards to kill him. I can't remember why. It's been a while since I've read book 4. And he actually survived at first when he was thrown in the lava, but then he got shoved back in. Like, he survived a few moments, but when Viper got thrown in the lava, she died right away. Like, just like that. It took him a little bit of time. So there's just a lot of history involved, and I don't want to get into it. So NightWings are described to look like the night sky coming down on you when attacking, and I think that's described in Darkness of Dragons with all the NightWings, and just, it looks very dark and gloomy and scary. Well, not necessarily scary, because NightWings are my favorite Pyrean dragon. So yeah, they move unseen through the shadows and blend into the night, and it gives them a fearful reputation, makes them more deadly and excellent assassins. They just can't handle ice, and they would probably be killed from the ice wall anyway, so they can be described to melt into shadows and become slightly invisible, but this is in the dark and all of that. I mean, Rainwings can almost become invisible anyway, so And Skrulls and Nightwings are said to possess legendary abilities, which is reading minds and foretelling the future. So, like, telling prophecies and all of that. And, it's just crazy. So, Stone Mover, who said that no Nightwing had either of these abilities in the last few centuries, which, unknown to the Nightwings, was because the Nightwing's eggs have stopped being exposed to moonlight. If you're a Nightwing and you don't hatch in moonlight, you don't get either of those abilities. So we don't really need theories on that. I don't know what kind of theories I'm gonna do. Probably theories with them leaving from the volcano, most likely. So with the war and all of that, they at first didn't have an ally, but in the books you can read that they become allies with Princess Blister and the Sea Wings. So they weren't really close, but they're allies nonetheless. So yeah, there's all of that, and they seem to have bacteria living in their saliva that does not affect them. See, other dragons could probably get sick. See, dragons that have died, and they took a bite, or died, or just rotting, and they eat it wouldn't, like, hurt them, and they probably have this, like, saliva or something that doesn't harm them in any way. And just living on the volcano is awful. So, yeah, and I'm not going to get into Darkstalker and Moonrising and all of that, because they can read each other's minds, so they know that each other exist. And it was kind of different with Clearsight and Darkstalker. See, Clearsight's foretelling of future abilities was for some reason more powerful than his. We don't know why. So, history. I don't want to get into all of that history with the Nightwings and with Darkstalker. Oh my gosh, it was so much going on. Marrowseer is like, he faked a prophecy, and oh my gosh, there's just the Ice Wings and Rain Wings, and I'm not going to get into that at all. But society. So Nightwings from lifelong partnership, which are similar to Sea Wings, live in dormitories that are located in caves, volcanoes, and they're, at the time when they lived on a volcano, they were not allowed to go to the mainland until they were at least 10 years old, because it keeps the Nightwing secret safe, because they don't want the dragons to know that they are weak, and that they could, get captured and all of that. Nightwing names are known to be very literal, although they can sometimes be ironic. There's names like Fierce Teeth, Mighty Claws, Big Tail, Vengeance, Moonwatcher, Darkstalker. They're very strong names. I really like them. And they are very loyal to their tribe. They do not like being other tribes or all of that. So they clearly care for each other and, all of that. They would do anything for their tribe, and they don't care if they have to wipe out another tribe to do it. So, yeah. As for characters, I will move on to that in an upcoming video. And so, yeah. Their current ruler is, like I said earlier in video, Queen Glory, and then before that was Queen Battlewinner, followed by a few generations, and then Queen Vengeance. So names are words that describe Nightwing powers, such as Fate Speaker and Mind Reader, and then there's names that can describe the dragon's personality or abilities, such as Mastermind and Quick Death, and then descriptive words such as Thoughtful, Vengeance, and Listener, and are well used, as well as our night-themed compound words such as Starflight and Moonwatcher. So I think that kind of summons everything up, but the known Animus Dragons are Darkstalker and Stone Mover, and then the students at Jade Mountain Academy are Big Tail, who is deceased. We'll probably find out sometime in the third arc who this character the replacement will be, because then there's Fearless, Mind Reader, and Moonwatcher, who are still at school. And Mighty Claus was going to stay at school. He formerly was. And yeah, Nightwings also appear to have excellent night vision, but can't see in total darkness like Sea Wings can. That's kind of proven in the books. But I'll see you later, guys. Bye.